Hey, Divine Ones, it's Latoya, Okeia, your life coach and your motivational speaker. I'm so excited to be coming to y'all on this episode of the podcast. I'm going to jump right on into my message for this episode. Guys, don't forget to go to my website, LatoyaOkeiaMinistries.com, and check out the site if you have not done so already. But I want to jump right into the message for this episode. This message is going to be directed to more towards people that are, I'll say, entrepreneurs, people that are business owners, people that are, going into business for yourself, or you may be, just newly into your purpose or just starting out on this journey of success. I want to tell you something, and this goes from the head all the way down. This goes from everybody. I don't care what your profession is. I don't care if you're a minister. I don't care if you're a singer. I don't care if you're a cook. I don't care if you're a podcaster, content creator, whatever the Lord has called you to do. This is what the Lord had me to come on this episode to let everybody know. You got to pay in before you can cash out. I see so many people. Oh my goodness. I see so many people looking for the results after 2 weeks, looking for the results after 2 months, looking for the results after 3 months, 4, 5, 6 months. Listen, you're going to have to pay in order to cash out. There is a law to the universe. God created the universe, but God set He set the universe in motion through laws. There are universal laws. Listen, anytime you try to get something for nothing, you breaking a universal law. You breaking a law. You cannot get something for nothing. You're going to have to go through a season of sowing. Listen to what I'm saying to you. If you done started your business, if you done started your YouTube channel, you done started, whether you're doing Facebook Lives or whatever it is that you're doing, whether you're cooking, singing, you play instruments, you may be a rapper, whatever it is that you're doing. Listen, you're going to have to give your gift away every day. Every day. Yeah, you can't be sitting up there talking about, hey, they don't pay me, I ain't showing up. Or if they don't sow nothing into my ministry, I ain't speaking today. Or I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. Listen, you got to serve. Jesus said the greatest among you is the servant. If you want to be great, then you got to serve. And being a servant does not mean that you are a slave to anybody. It means that this gift that God has given to you is not for you. It's for everybody else. So it's not for you to sit there on an island and wait for people to come to you and wait for people to, of course, they're going to come to you, but you gotta pay your dues first. You got to put in. You got to pay in before you can cash out. And so many times I see people, they get started. They put in a little work. They might sweat a little bit. They make a few videos, or they may, come up with a few recipes or just whatever. And then they carry themselves like they are like this self-proclaimed guru or something. And then they have these ridiculous prices on their programs and these ridiculous prices on, their packages and just their services. And it's like, who you think finna pay you for that? I'm just being real with y'all. I'm just being real. It's like, who you think finna pay you for that? Like, come on. I know you good. You know you good, but you just starting out. This is your first year in this. For some of these people, this is your first 2 years. You might have to the Lord might call you to put 3, 4, 5 years into this. And guess what? A lot of that serving is gonna happen by you giving your gift away, serving your gift freely to your community, even though you know that it's worth more than what people are paying for it. Sometimes you just got to serve it up. You got to pay your dues. You got to pay in before you can cash out. So many people get in and they want to cash out in the first week. They want to they just made a video and now they mad because the video ain't went viral. Or they just started a coaching business and they mad because they not booking no clients. Like, for one, if you a coach, because I see so many coaches do this, you cannot sit there in all of your wisdom and in all of your glory and sit there on your little island, sit there in your house and talk about how good you are and how amazing your packages are, okay, that may very well be so. But if you don't get out here and serve, if you don't get out here and show up every day, ain't nobody gonna book you. You might have one or two people every now and then, they felt bougie and they want to book your package. But if you want real clientele coming in, you're gonna have to get out here and serve. You're going to have to show up every day. You're going to have to give to people. The Bible says when you give, it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, shall men give unto your bosom. Y'all excuse me if y'all hear little crackling noises and stuff. I'm actually in my closet right now. Y'all, I do my podcast episodes summer everywhere, wherever I can get the best sound at. So I'm actually in my closet right now. So yeah, this is really, really intimate in here. But yeah, I mean, back to the topic. I see so many people doing that and I'm like, Lord, I got to do an episode. I got to do an episode about this. I came to vent on the episode, baby, because I'm just like, come on now. And then they get mad or they want to feel some type of way when people not paying them hundreds of dollars or doing this and doing that. And it's like, who are you? Who are you? You will not have Oprah status the first year after you start your business. You will not have Bill Gates status the first 2 years after you start your business. You will not have Jay-Z status the first 2 years after you start rapping. Like, you're going to have to pay in order to cash out. You got to serve your gift. And if y'all notice, every person that's great, they done did this at some point in time in their life. Whatever they knew they had a bomb product, right? They knew it was just awesome. It was amazing. But they had to get it to the market. And so a lot of times, see, they couldn't just sit there and say, well, I got a bomb product. I know they're going to buy this. I know they're going to shop with me. I know they're going to book me. I know they're going to, because, okay, you know you good and you are good, but you got to get it to the marketplace. That's what the Bible meant. That's what God meant when he told us to rule, subdue, and have dominion over the earth. He told us to subdue. Subdue means to take over, to dominate. Now, how you think you're going to take over and dominate if you don't never take your gift to the marketplace, if you don't never get it out to the people? How are you going to get it out to the people? By giving it out freely. Give it to them free. Even a drug dealer know that. They're going to give you the first hit free. I'm telling y'all some real stuff. They're going to give you that first lick free. You're going to get that free because they know it's good. Oh, they know it's good, but they got to give it to you free. They're going to bring it. They're going to serve it up to you free and get you hooked on it. And then they ain't even got to look for you no more. Cause what? They know you coming back. They know you coming back. And that's the same way you got to be with your gift. Oh yeah, baby. I'm breaking this thing down, baby. Like my sis Sharika say, I'm breaking this thing down like an M16. I got to explain this because people are dropping the ball with this. People going after the money. You got to go after the purpose. You got to go after the purpose, and you got to have a heart with integrity. You got to have a heart to serve God's people, whether they got the money to pay you or not. Serve God's people. Now, I understand that you have to set some boundaries because you got some scarcity minded people that don't want to pay for nothing. They want something for nothing and they just want to rob you of your services. Now, you do need to guard your heart and guard your space from people like that. But what I'm saying is you don't have to overprice your products. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to overprice. I'm actually taking a course right now on Tony Gaskins Academy that I paid for, that I invested into myself, because I ain't scared to spend some money on investing in myself. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm going to spend the money to invest in me because I know I'm going to get that money back. And so I'm taking this course, and in this course, he was just talking about how you should have morals and integrity. As you building your brand, you should have morals and integrity. You should not be trying to overcharge people. A lot of people look at you and they see how you dressed and they see you got that new bag and they see you pulling up in a Benz. As soon as they see that, they jack up their prices. They know that price they finna give you is 7 times more than what that service is worth. But just because they know you can pay for it, they'll jack up their prices. See, God can't bless nobody like that. And that's what I see a lot of these people doing. They see a lot of people are following them, or they see a lot of people are watching their lives, or they see a lot of people. And then what they do is they'll jack up their prices. They'll jack up their prices just because they can. See, there's no honor. There's no honor in that. There's no integrity in that. And and a lot of these people that jacking up their prices, you ain't even been doing it that long. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even been in it that long. You're not even a vet in the game yet. Like, you still sowing seeds and waiting for a harvest to come up, and you trying to charge like you done got the harvest, and you working on another harvest and everything, and you still sowing seeds. So I said all that to say this: put in, give value. One thing I love about E.T., the motivational speaker, E.T., Eric Thomas, if you go and look on YouTube, look at all them videos this man did. He was doing TGIM, thank God it's Monday. And look at all these videos. He was showing up every week on YouTube when wasn't nobody watching him, when didn't nobody know him. He kept giving out content. He kept giving out videos. He kept showing up every day. And now they paying him $50,000 to come and do a speaking engagement for what, like an hour? You see what I'm saying? But in order for him to get to that point, he had to pay in. He had to keep showing up. He had to keep serving. Because every time you do that video, every time you do that live, whether they watching you or not, you're serving. You're sowing your seeds. And there is a universal law that God put in a seed. The Bible says, as long as the earth remains, there will be a seed time and there will be a harvest time. Devil, you a lie. Bye, devil, with your ugly self. Don't y'all believe the devil when he try to tell you that your seed is not coming back up again. If you plant a seed, God put a law in that seed that is going to come back up again. So that's why we shouldn't be doing it for the money. That's why we shouldn't be trying to get the big head. A lot of these folk, God ain't even took them to the platform yet. And they already got the big head, like they already there. They got a following about 5,000 people, and they already got the big head. And God is like, pump your brakes, because you ain't finna go nowhere until you fix that mindset, until you shrink that head back down. So we got to stay humble, y'all. Humble is the way. And you got to pay in before you can cash out. Don't try to overcharge people just because you feel like that's what you can get out of somebody. Don't do that. God can't bless you like that. And I know it hurt to lower your prices, and you know you worth more than that. But guess what? That's only for a season. You might have to do that for a season, and you might just have to serve. Just serve. And guess what? When your harvest come in, when it's your time, when God says it's your time, it's divine timing, then you can get what you know you worth. But until then, you just got to serve. Give it away freely. Find out what you gifted at and start giving it freely to your community. Start giving it to people. And that's the way I was doing when I first started coaching. I'm going around asking people, do you want a coaching session? Can we have a coaching session? I'm going around just giving out coaching sessions to people. And even once I started charging people, I'm not charging a third of what I see other people charging, even though I know I'm worth just as much as the other people say they are. But I know that I got to put in my time. I got to serve. I got to pay in before I can cash out. So I want y'all to take the lesson from this episode. I know you're worth more than what you're settling for right now, but you're really not settling. You're just serving. Okay. So keep serving, keep paying in, and know that your harvest will come. That is a universal law. Whatever you sow into the ground, it will come back up again. So I love y'all so much. Y'all be blessed. Remember what I always say, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. With God, all things are possible. I'm finna get out this closet, y'all. So y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good evening, day, morning, night, whenever y'all may listen to this podcast episode. If you're watching from YouTube, because this episode will also be on my YouTube. If you're watching from YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you also hit that bell so you can get your notifications. Okay. And y'all click that link down there in the description so you can book your session today. It's a very small investment for something that's going to pay off in your life over and over and over again. So this has been Latoya Okeia, your life coach, your motivational speaker. I'll see y'all next time.